Welcome to your Fast Fit tip. This is how to get headache relief now. Taking a mini moment to release tension in your head, your face, and your neck when you're feeling fragmented, you're feeling sore, you're feeling tense or tired. This is a really wonderful one. One of my favorites that I like to do first thing in the morning, and certainly at the end of the day if I've had a really busy mind kind of a day. Let's get started. You can do this sitting or standing, but make yourself comfortable. I'm going to use different techniques to help release tension through the face and through the head. We'll start with some techniques that are tapping techniques and bringing the pads of your fingers just to the top of your brow here. And let's begin tapping gently. So we're moving from the inner edge of our eyebrows to the outer edge. We'll just move back and forth. Let's take a few deep breaths as we do this and begin to slow your breath down. So this is stimulating different nerve endings in our face. That gives a signal to our brain that we're safe, that we can slow down, move from our fight or flight mode into deeper states of relaxation and well-being. And you can do express versions of these tapping points on your face and your head just by doing 7 little taps on each of these areas. We'll take a few extra minutes here today and do it together because it feels so good. Let's bring the fingertip pads now underneath the eyes, just above the cheekbones, and tapping in and out here. Not too vigorously, just enough to feel some gentle pressure. So it's almost like a rapid kind of shiatsu massage where we're drawing more circulation and oxygen to the surface tissues and muscles of the face and the head. So when we have a headache or tension, the capillaries and our arteries, our veins, everything kind of contracts and constricts. And when that happens, there's less oxygen flow to those tissues. When there's less oxygen flow, less circulation, there's more tension, more tightness, more gripping, and that can leave us feeling unwell. All right, let's take it down a little bit lower. So just below the nose, above the lip area here, tapping and taking deep breaths, drawing more circulation through this area. Slow, long breaths through the nose as best as you can. You can close your eyes if you wish and just check in whenever I change spots to take a peek at what I'm doing. But let this be your own experience. Enjoy that sensory experience of your fingers massaging your face. And then come down a little bit deeper onto the chin area. Gentle taps. Great for toning the muscles of the face as well. That's a bonus. Gentle tapping of the chin. Good. We're going to change spots here again. Move your fingers downwards just underneath the collarbones. So tapping to the inner and outer edge of your collarbones. Now this is really important point. So if you were to choose just one point to do and you need to get calm fast, if you're in an anxiety mode, you're feeling nervous, you're feeling stressed, this is a really important point and that'll help you get calmer faster. So just gently tapping through here. This is my go-to when I'm feeling a little nervous or unsteady. You could do this before a meeting, before a difficult conversation, or you just feel that you need to tune into your own inner currents and get out of your mind, out of your busy mind. All right, we're going to change it up a little bit. Come to the top of your head, gentle tapping here. Moving to the front and to the back. So as you're moving towards the top of the forehead, and then down to the mid part of your skull here in the back. Just notice how that feels. We're going to change techniques here in a moment. So cupping your head with the balls, the mounds of your fingers and the thumbs, begin to draw circular motions of your fingers just on the cranium. And feel the scalp. Notice if there's any movement there. Sometimes when we're headachy or really tense or stressed out, this is an area that really constricts and there's not a lot of movement here. So you want to feel natural movement. Where there's movement, there's lymphatic flow, there's blood flow, there's oxygen, there's nutrients getting to our tissues that improves our health and our well-being. So our body craves movement every day. This is just a nice gentle way to do it through self-massage and self-care techniques. Good. Now come to the side of your head. Now what you're looking for here, and I'm starting to use my thumbs just above my ears, you're looking for tighter areas or trigger points, areas that might be a little bit more tense. And I just found 2 of them right here in the back of my head. So I'm going to circle my thumbs in these areas right there. Take some deep breaths. Now you can stay 10 or 15 seconds on that same spot. And I'll show you another technique if you do find those tense areas to be able to start to release that tension. All right, so keep exploring all around your head and see if you can find any trigger points or any particularly tender areas. I've done this quite a bit lately, so this actually feeling a lot of freedom through my head right now, but those 2 points that I found in the back are quite intense, so I'm going to have to work into that one. All right. So now if you did find a point, and I have my points here in the back of the head, I'm just going to press my thumbs into that area. So for you, if it's on the top, wherever it is, do a little press and then hold. Hold for a few seconds and then release the pressure, allowing more flow to come back in. Let's do that 2 more times. So pressing, firm pressure, shouldn't be painful, but it might be intense. And then letting it go. Breathe. Do that one more time. Breathing in, pressure, hold. And release. Good. So give your head an all over little massage. Just like when you go to the hairstylist and they give you those amazing head washes. It's always nice when somebody else does it for you, but if you don't have that opportunity to get your hair done or to go to a massage therapist, guess what? We can do this every day for ourselves. Yeah, get your hair messy, get right in there. Good. Feels good. Even just gentle pulls on the hair stimulates the scalp as well and draws more circulation. So squeeze and release, just a little squeeze and release. Shake it all out. Good. And let's come into one final movement. Roll the shoulders back and down again. Let's send the palms down to the floor. So sending the shoulders away from the ears. Scoot them down. Good. From here, I'm going to tilt my head to the right side. Now we go on the exhalation, and as I tilt my right ear to my right shoulder, I'm actively pressing the left palm down. So pressing the palm down towards the floor. Now we're starting to stretch those neck muscles. So if our neck muscles and our upper back tend to get tight, that can also lead to a tension headache. And so can lack of hydration. So make sure you're drinking enough water during the day. Good. Now, super slow motion. Let's begin to draw the head forward. And notice when you go really slow, what's starting to happen is we're shifting into another area of our neck, stretching the side of the neck, and then towards the back. How does that feel? Deep breath. So anytime you notice a gripping or tension, take a breath and then slowly let the breath out. So our breath also signals to our brain that we can shift into parasympathetic mode. That's like our physiological break. We can slow down, get out of those high beta brain waves and come into our alpha brain waves as we begin to relax more deeply. And then we have access to more creativity, more focus, more well-being. When you come right to the front here, chin to the chest, take your chin to the chest and lift the sternum upwards at the same time, as though you have these 2 opposing forces, the chin moving down, the sternum lifting upwards. And then just release, soften the arms and the shoulders, give it a little shake out. Good. Let's do that on the other side. So this time tilting the opposite ear. So I'm taking my left to the left ear to left shoulder. Right palm moves down. So actively guiding the shoulder away from the ear. Straight arm, pressing the palm down. I feel that intensely here through the side of the neck. And when you do that, you can just move micro movements, tiny, tiny yes motion with the head. That feels really nice to get into the deeper throat muscles here, side of the neck. We don't spend enough time getting into those little guys, and they play a huge role in the well-being of releasing tension from our face and our head. So if you get those days where you feel like you're starting to grimace or frowning, we turn that frown upside down and just give our face and our head a nice little massage and we'll feel better. Good. So same thing on the other, as we did on the other side, rolling the head, micro slow motion forward and just tuning in. So send your awareness where you feel the deepest intensity. So this is your time out to tune in here, my friend. We're not thinking about anything else in particular, just taking a little fast fit energy break to do our minds and our bodies some good. And then when you come down, draw the chin to the chest, lift the sternum up to the chin. Take another breath. Release, give the shoulders a relax, take your head back up. Hands on the lap, turn your head to one direction, to the center. Turn your head the other direction. And the center. Bring your hands to the back of the chair. Press the chest forward. Look up. Open and close your mouth a couple of times. Scrunch up your face and release it. Open the jaw and release. And then come back through. Take a nice deep breath in through your arms. Elevate the arms upwards. And then come back home into your center. Calmer, hopefully, clearer, and a little bit more relieved of that tension. So practice that one as regularly as you can every day and see if that makes a difference for you. I know it's definitely one of my favorites and go-tos. Thanks for being here. Be well.